Doesn't solve the heat problem or the CO2 problem, but it's 1200 watts of energy. So these guys are now melting the surround. You can see as the ice is slowly dissipating. That's because of the heat this is exchanging. 700 kilograms. Do I have enough wire to now finish this connection? Yes, I do. Yes, I... No, I don't. I literally need 20 kilograms more. Why did I... You no longer need to be here. Can deconstruct this, and we'll deconstruct this battery as well, just because this is now running fully on this power. There we go. The batteries also lose charge slowly over time, but it's not really important when you have a good source of energy. Starvation. Max, why are you starving? You probably ate one of the zeros, didn't you? Okay, you picked up a proper one. Thank you very much. No research focus. We can just do them in line now. Research completed. And we're gonna raise the... Oh, I didn't do anything. Raise them to 6. I want that so I can get rid of this as well. And you can still see that this single V's worth is still more than enough to offset the heat that this thing produces. It's actually keeping it quite chill, all things considered. No printables. Pufflet eggs. Well, those are eggs, just not the eggs I asked for. I don't produce enough polluted oxygen to make a difference. I would have to make a room that makes nothing but polluted oxygen. I would need to fill it up with slime and whatnot. Because this just makes... Oxygen comes in, some of it is made, but not enough. And these pufflets, or puffs, they eat that to create slime. But there's not enough of it here. So I'm not gonna bother. So this, we'll just wait for it to either hatch or rot, and then we'll eat them. Yeah, he made another sage egg, and you will... Well, you have 3 cycles to go, and if you make another egg, please be a normal hatch egg and not a sage hatch egg. I have nothing to feed the sages with. Actually, this thing has been eating something. Okay, I need to get the priority on this to 9. And who is our farming and ranching? Yes, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Please. They have to have food at all times. Don't leave them hungry. Thank you. They must not be left hungry. They're more important than you. I can always print one of you. I can't print one of them. That's not actually true, but just that I can only print one of them once in a blue moon, and I can print one of you anytime. Actually, I can print one of you in 2.4 cycles, and who knows when I'll be able to print one of them. So they are more valuable than all of you. You went a long way away for that muck root. Okay, so this is now working, right? Yes, it is. So I can get rid of this and this. Okay, so where were we gonna be placing the kitchen and the rec room? So I think I'm gonna make the kitchen over here. But should it be the rec room or the kitchen? Decisions. Which should it be? This is all gonna be bedrooms, so... Should I put the rec room or the kitchen here? This will be the rec room, and the kitchen will be above it. Thing is, the kitchen doesn't have to be that big. Seems I'm running out of iron as well, so it seems that it's time to go harvest some iron. There's plenty of iron here, so let's just take this one. Take all of this iron. Also gonna take all of this iron. It's gonna hold us for a while. Guess it's time to dig upwards. I'm gonna be making more ranches here, so I don't want to fill that gap in yet. I'm gonna make the kitchen there. The thing is, like I said, the kitchen doesn't have to be big. Suddenly I have 5 tons of it? Did you already? You are fast. Justin, you are incredibly fast at digging. Kudos to you, you are employee of the month. I'm gonna make this as well now since I have the chance to do it. All of the infrastructure is in place for that. So I can release that water in. What? Okay, skills. Let's see who has skills. Catalina is on aesthetic design, so one more and she can finally do some art. You are a better critter rancher and you get improved carrying capacity, Justin, so now you can carry more than just 200 kilograms. And you as well need to improved carrying capacity. So Justin, you can now carry 400 kilograms. Not sure how much you can carry in real life, but in the game you can carry 400 kilograms. I don't think you're like an ant. You carry 3 times your own weight. Okay, so what did we say? So kitchen is essentially, for me at least, a stove, a Weisvort to chill it, and 2 refrigerators. And that's yay big. I can have 2 rec rooms, I guess. A smaller one and then a larger one. What do I need for a rec room anyway? Recreational building, a decor item, and no industrial machinery. Okay, so I can make that already just by doing this. I'm just gonna put sun lamps inside. Thing is, sun lamps also create heat, so that will have to be dealt with in time. But it will work, and that's all that's important. Also, I'm gonna put sun lamps on automation so they don't burn all the time, and that'll be just dandy. I just noticed that this is a wrong height. Ah, that's okay. I'll fix that later. So once I get this done, I will release the geyser and let it flow, so it can fill this up with polluted water, which I'm going to clear and use that for plants. Also use that for plumbing. Could use this for plumbing. Honestly, I have enough water stored. I can just, and there's more water here. I can just use this for plumbing for the time being, and then switch later on if I want to. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna make a water storage here and just pump up some water for plumbing. Then I'm gonna use this water for the oxygen generation and for plants. But I have to let some water accumulate first. So can you guys finish this receptacle so I can start getting the water in? So, as before, I will need a lot of iron being made. And as you can see, this is slowly getting warmer because of this water circulating. And this is suffering cold damage because the water inside is on -9. However, the moment this starts moving, that'll clear out. I want to replace this toilet as soon as I can. To do that, I need to do plumbing. There's a lot of water here, so I can just plumb that up. No printables available. Bristleberries. It's fine. Not taking any dupes. Dupes have plenty of things to do right now. Okay, so we did power. We have power. We have a refinery set up there. We have... Oh, yes. Yes, there is another egg. Excellent. So we will have more hatches. And this is the poor quality of artwork that you can do when you have no artistic sense. That's why we need Catalina to go to level 3 before I allow her to do any more art, because this is pathetic. This is shoddy. This is a hole in a rock. That's all it is. It's not art. It's not contemporary. It's not even modern. It's just a hole. She crashed her head into the stone and made this. It's not art. Justin, you're sick again. You have hypothermia again. I'm honestly gonna have to do a sweater for you or something. You constantly get hypothermia. Stop dipping your balls in cold water. Okay, so here I'm going to set up a water storage. Just regular, clean, cool water, which will be used for plumbing for the time being. When I run out of this water, then I'm gonna switch over to this. For plumbing, this is fine. It doesn't have to be feel kind of bad actually using this water for plumbing then. Could just create this and use this water for the rec room, for the juicer, or for the soda machine. And we do have the CO2 that needs. What's this? Chlorine. Oh, that's been sinking from here. Oh, another hatch! There's another hatch! Yes, please. Any other hatches? Yeah, Gloria, the moment I tap into this water source, I will find some reed fiber and I will make him a sweater, I promise. Justin will have a sweater. I just have to find some reed fiber first. And I have to have a water source to water the reed fiber. Also, the reed fiber seems to be here and here alone. So Justin will have to go and dig out the reed fiber, which means he will probably freeze and get hypothermia while he goes for the reed fiber for the sweater so he doesn't get hypothermia anymore. I feel like I'm putting Justin through some kind of a torture method. Like, I will help you not freeze anymore by making you go into the environment that where you will freeze so that you get ingredients for not freezing again, but you will freeze while doing that. Okay, this is all actually moving quite well. Quite well. I will need a lot of power. Let me see what's the temperature here. Yes, as you can see, this is now drastically increased in temperature. It's up to 30. It gets cooler, but the moment it gets cooler, it's back into the machine, which warms it up again. Because I've told it to constantly make metal, and that will melt the ice surrounding it. But it will get cool again. It'll just take some time. As you can also see, the base is slowly getting cleaner and cleaner because somebody's been running around and picking stuff up. Most of the stuff is in these boxes now. Hatch! Hatch boy! We want the hatch. Do not trap the hatch in the wall, Catalina. I will murder you if you do so. Leave the hatch alone. Actually, I think the hatch is stuck there. Hatch will need some help. Did we get that other hatch in here? Oh yeah, I think one of them died. This is a new hatch. Yeah, this is a young hatch. Only 24 years old. Well, 24 cycles. The other hatch died. Which means somebody ate meat. No, nobody ate meat. We have 964 calories of meat. Of deceased hatch. So somebody will eat that. Wouldn't turn that into barbecue if I could, but don't have the capacity. Because for some reason they are avoiding making the stove. Why are you? Oh, I don't have a cook. That's right, I don't have a cook. I know somebody was actually a fan of cooking. Okay, Max, you will be cook. Next skill point you can... Actually, no, Max, you already do a lot of things. You're both a farmer and a rancher, so we can't make you the cook. Catalina will be the cook once she's done with the artsy fartsy stuff. Abe, we want you just be the operator. Gloria, you can now carry 800 kilograms of stuff. Oh, there's the meat. It's in the doorway. Somebody left it in the doorway. It's gonna spoil probably, but that's fine. And here comes the water. It's actually cooler than I thought, 29 Celsius, so it's good. But it's full of germs. It's 3 million germs and counting. 4 million. Oh. Justin, you are forbidden from dipping into that water. You will immediately catch food poisoning. So that water can only be used for... Oh crap, I can't even use it for oxygen generation. Because the oxygen I create will have... Actually, it won't. I don't think that these germs can survive in air. No, only in polluted genetic ooze. Inhibited by polluted oxygen liquid, killed by gas. So they can't survive in gas. So I can make oxygen with it. I can't make usable water with it, but I can make oxygen with it. And I can also use it for watering plants. So that's good. What I can't use it for is plumbing, though. No, I can use it for plumbing. I'm an idiot. I can use it for plumbing. I'll need to make a filtration device. Just gonna make a filtration device here, right above it. No reason why not to, and it's directly next to the power plant. We'll use up sand. It'll give me clay, but that's fine because these things eat that. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I like the plan. I like the plan. We are going ahead with that plan. But first of all, finish this wall, please. What? Yeah. So we need to get the kitchen up and running. So I was telling them to make metal for this exact purpose. Oh, I can't build that here. I didn't think of this. I can lift it up though, but I can't do that either. Okay, so this one will have to be here. I don't like that. It goes against symmetry, but it has to be done. It has to be done. The reason why I have to do it like that is because of the cables. The heavy watt wire, this thing here, it can't go through tiles. It can go behind or above them, but it can't go through them without this plate. And this thing has, if I build it in the same level, the heavy watt wire will go through the switch, will go through this plug, and I won't be able to plug the correct wire into it. So I have to do it like this. There we go. And then I can run the other wire through here. It's a pain in the ass, but it has to be done like that, fortunately. Half of the research done already. Sweepies. Maybe I can use sweepies. Analyze. When you can. Oh, 2 sets of eggs. That would be useful. So, larvas are useful later on. Pips are useful earlier on. I don't have any arbor acorns yet, but I'm gonna print them out anyway. They can't do any harm. Larvas, on the other hand, I will need them for oil later on, but they don't produce nearly enough oil for them to be useful this early on. I will just need to find an oil geyser and just dig down to oil. So Justin, you will be going down for oil when that time comes, but that's not going to be today. You will be living the American dream by going to dig oil. Yeah, it is thriving. So for the first colony I have chosen this ideal asteroid where no there are essentially no special surprises. There's no massive heat that's enveloping like in the Oasis. The Oasis is for me the hardest one because it's a race against the clock to surround your initial bubble, this green stuff, to surround it with insulated blocks because everything surrounding is 50 degrees and above. So this one is fine. This one's pretty much this is easy mode essentially, but it still can screw you over if you're not careful. This is gonna, for example, increase the heat of the surrounding area because it's not bad. 29 degrees, not even 30. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty reasonable. It's actually going quite well. And now we have to wire it up. I have made enough wire to do this in a single go. I think I can lay off the refined metal for a while. Still have almost 500 kilograms left. So I can lay off it a bit and leave it to cool off a bit. You can see it's 35.9, and it's gonna keep dropping 35.8. It's gonna keep dropping more and more and more, and it's gonna go back to its surrounding temperature. You can see how this is all increased in temperature as well, and because this biome is a cold biome, it will cool it back down. It takes some time though, but it doesn't take significant amount of time. It would take a significant, if I built it here, then I would just make this whole area uninhabitable. It would be like this, or even worse, and it wouldn't be efficient enough for cooling anymore. That's why I always build refineries and these kind of things in cold biomes. On Oasis, the problem is you can't do that because there isn't a cold biome. The research focus selected, you do that. Insufficient oxygen generation. Okay, so we are getting to the point where one oxygen diffuser is no longer enough. We have 6 duplicants. Somebody's stressed. Gloria is stressed. I don't know why are you stressed. Now I'm going to leave this alone and we'll see if this changes because it might be inaccurate. If it is, then we're gonna build a second oxygen diffuser next to it, which is going to be more than enough for a while. So I was thinking I was gonna pump this water in for plumbing, but then I remember I have this. I'm just gonna clear this and use that for plumbing instead. It is germy as hell, but it's fine. It's also making polluted oxygen, which I completely forgot about. So I need to do one of these numbers. So polluted oxygen is gonna go here. It's gonna raise past the chlorine, but I would rather it not collect up here. So yeah, it's already starting to collect here. So we want to prevent that from happening. So we will deconstruct this. We'll make it a full ceiling. We'll deconstruct this ladder. can't cook yet because we don't have a cook. Catalina's gonna be our cook, but she is currently preoccupied doing other things. Catalina, how long until you become a master artist? Not too long now. Who has food poisoning from sleeping? Catalina contracted food poisoning from eating a germ-covered meal ice. You were sleeping. How can you get food poisoning in your sleep? Okay. Thing is, if I want to make sun lamps, actually I can make sun lamps on a single wire. It's only the potential load is only 300 watts, even with this. I don't remember. I don't know why I keep remembering that this stove takes more electricity than it does. It only takes 60 watts. It's nothing. A pump takes more electricity than that, which doesn't make sense in the real world, but it does in Oni. Okay, next job is getting that water reclamation thing going. Okay, so nobody needs to go in here anymore, so let's just close that up. Actually, let's dig. I'm not gonna close it up for now. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. I might need to do something else inside. Probably not, but better to leave it. One little gap doesn't hurt. Gloria is extra. No, that wasn't Gloria who is doing the research. Did I not remove some of people's priorities? Only Gloria can research, nobody else. Rest of you go back to work. It's Gloria's job to research. She's the master scientist. The rest of you dig holes and clear out the poop. That's all what you're good for. Except Justin, who is designated digger, and he needs to go into the Frostland to collect some reed fiber. At least he will when I decide to give him the order. Catching breath in CO2. That's not efficient. Okay, it's time for me to redo their schedule. It's time that they get more time off. That will let them actually use the rec room. Right now they can just talk here. They can't do anything fun. Because, among other things, I need reed fiber for... well, for plenty of things. I need them for paintings as well. So... I think it's time for me to send... It's time to send Justin to the dangerous land and have him retrieve a reed fiber for me. There we go. That's a reed fiber. There you go. There you go, Justin. Please don't die. Good luck. All the best. Dress warm. Not as you can, since it didn't give you any clothes, but I believe in you. Okay, so this is now catching the excess polluted oxygen and dealing with it. And we're gonna make a water, which I did not research yet. Did I really not research that yet? Good timing. I don't care about any of these things. Um, it's only like 10 kilograms. We did? Yeah, it seems that the oxygen level is dropping. Not significantly, but it is dropping. They are inhaling more than they are making. So I suppose it is time to add a second one of these. Put it there for the time being. Doesn't matter. Collect those as well while I'm out there. Justin, this is your priority. Do that first. Okay, let's see what is. So this is active for 72 cycles every 129 cycles. Next dormancy is 20 cycles. So this can produce a hell of a lot of water in a lot of time. So I should get on to working on that. Where is the water sieve? There's the water sieve. Do that next. I want to start on the water production. So I'm going to plant. What's the temperature here? That's good enough. That's gonna be fine. That's where can't speak. That's where we're gonna plant our reed fibers when we get them. Yeah, see, now it doesn't say that it is not enough oxygen. It's very finicky. It's like both oxygen is already collecting here. Should probably do something about that. It doesn't have any germs in it because with all this chlorine inside, it just can't have any germs. And when this gets to a certain point, it will just simply stop. Because the concentration will be so high that the gas will simply divert and go up. But it is polluted right now and I don't want it to be. I'm I'm now thinking, should I put here another deodorizer inside or not? I think I'm just gonna ignore it. Because no germs can actually survive here. Not with all the chlorine out, so I'm just gonna ignore it. Meanwhile, Justin is making good good way all the way to the fiber, and Catalina seems to be helping. We're okay on food, and once we get the cook, our food problems are gone. Oh, there we go. Catalina is a master artist. Now we can have her work on the art properly. Starting with statues, and when we get some painting material, i.e. fibers, then she will be painting as well. Increasing the core value of everything around, making everybody happier, and as a result, everybody being more productive. Because we know that people like to work around nice and fancy sculptures, and I'm going to deconstruct this thing that she sculpted with her head. Okay, I have the water sieve, perfect. That's perfecto. Okay, so what we need right now is power and pipes. This is not going to be very hot, so it doesn't have to be insulated. Should I collect the water next? Yeah, I should probably just collect. No, I can't collect the water next because there's not room here. Where should I collect the water? Should probably get rid of these. Where should I collect the water? By that I mean, where should I put the water, a water tank for the polluted water that has germs in it? Well, it will be clean water after I'm done with it, but you know what I mean. Realistically, I want to put it right next to it, so what I'm going to do is just put this. And I'm going to deconstruct this, and then I'm gonna just flip those around. My ranch is doing better, not as good as I would hope. Normally I would have like 5 or 6 of them here already running, but that's not happening. And you can see masterwork sculptures look so much fancier. Okay, one more here. And as a result, the decor value is increasing. So they're gonna be happier for working there. When I get the reed fibers, then I will be able to put in paintings there as well as carpets. Justin's working hard in adverse environment conditions. Got his Coast Guard training paying off there. Catalina, please do not sculpt this with your face. Sculpt it with a chisel so it doesn't look like a hole in a rock, please. We had enough of those. Make proper masterworks now. And just abandon your work microsecond before it ends. I mean, you're not. If you misbehave, you're not getting toilets. I'm gonna leave you to dump into these ditches. These outhouses are too good for you. You don't deserve them. Oh, they're using the rec room now that they have more time. I have blessed them with more time so they can use the recreational room. How about these peep eggs? Oh, they're still a while. So the incubation of a single egg takes a long time. I have 3 sage eggs. No, I don't want sage hatchlings. I mean, sage hatchlings are fine. It's just that the stuff I feed them with isn't the same as hatchlings, and I don't want to create a separate room just for them. Because I honestly don't care that much, and I just want them to poop coal. That's all. That's your entire purpose in life. To poop coal. There you go. The core levels are getting greener and increasing. It's all beautiful. Okay, so now that this is properly done, we're gonna put this here and the liquid container over here so that we can plumb that up completely. Uh, so it goes out of here and goes into here. Yes. And this goes down here with the pump. Yeah, there you go. That'll work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And I can... There's enough load on this wire, I can just pull it down to the pump. And this thing just needs power from here. I can literally just make this load jump over. Currently making 1200 watts. Where are the reports? I can't remember where are the reports. Somebody has a skill point. Justin, you will now be able to carry 800 kilograms, actually plus 800, so you can have 1200 kilograms of stuff. You're a big boy. You can carry lots of stuff. Catalina is also a big boy. Oh, this is Princess Consuela. She also can carry 1200 kilograms of stuff. So that's a ton. Muscles, yes. No research focus selected, whatever, with this next. We're making 1200 watts of energy. I don't know how much we're using up, but it's not a lot. I can't remember where the reports are. Printables, coal, 3 tons, yes please. I don't even care about the other duplicants. They do not matter at the moment. You've got muscles, Justin. You've got muscles. Muscles. You're a big boy. When you go to work in Coast Guard, you don't even board a ship. You just throw it into the water and follow it. Next dormancy is 17 cycles away. Well, 18 actually. It counts this one as well. Okay, so our resident artist is slowly making progress. They are not very focused right now because I'm not raising any of their priorities about anything. I'm letting them do whatever they want. I should probably clear that liquid off the floor as it is slowing them down somewhat. I will probably need to put, yeah, definitely. Gonna put one more Weesworth here. And there's going to be a need a Weesworth there as well. Because this will create a lot of heat when it starts working. Okay, though. Your cooking days are almost there. Which is a shame though, because you do like tidying up and you do like digging, but I need a cook. And you're it. Okay, let's increase their priority so they can finish some of these tasks in time. I'm happy that you are taking your farming job seriously, Max. At least somebody is. Somebody got a skill point. Okay, so you are a farmer, but you do like cooking. But this takes a lot of time. So why don't you just focus on being a farmer? See ya, Justin. Thanks for dropping in. I'll let you know when the next one is. Hope you jump in again. Thanks for watching. I will be finishing up in 4 cycles anyway. I'm gonna leave it on the 60 cycles for this stream. I appreciate you being here. Thanks. You're gonna get a sweater in the next stream, I promise. Your character will have a sweater. Okay, so I'm going to be, as I said, I'm going to be running it until the 60th cycle, so 4 more cycles and we'll be done with the stream for today. It's actually been quite a successful one, I must say, and I'm reasonably happy. I'm also getting better at it, which is also a good thing. So coming next Sunday we will be continuing with this little colony, and I will try to pick a day in the week and to increase my streaming load so that I stream other games as well. I will be streaming, as I said, I will be streaming strategy games, survival games, and colony management games. So games like these. Plenty of them on the market, plenty of them deserve a good run, and plenty of them I will enjoy playing on the stream for you guys. So, but Oni will probably be my mainstay because I enjoy this game more than I can play and experiment with this game forever. Essentially, I've played 300 or 400 hours of this game already, and it's one of the best. Clay has outdone themselves with this game. It's endlessly entertaining, and it's very complex. They're still developing it. They're still expanding it. Uh, they've constantly adding more content. The last content that I remember them adding is a lot of recreational stuff like the jacuzzi and the sun lamps and a bunch of stuff. I don't even know. I have to even check what else was added. I don't have it unlocked yet. It's hold on. All of this stuff that's been added, the beat chair, the pixel pack, there's been stuff as well. So yeah, now they've added the signal distributor and the signal selector, so you can do even a more automation. It is a magnificent game. So this will be the mainstay on my stream. I will probably play it in seasons and then play something else, but this will be the main game of my streams, at least for Sundays. For the next day in the week, whenever I decide what that will be something else. But Sundays will be only days, and we will of course visit the other asteroids as well when we reach a point with this colony where I can either do no more or don't want to do no more and want to try something new. Who is sick? Princess Consuela Banana. I'm actually happy that the sickness is no longer such a big deal as it used to be. Before, the the germ symbol here was not actually kind of people who were sick, but it was a percentage, like stress, and the more duplicants were exposed to germs, the more they would absorb in their bodies, and they get sick, and the sicknesses were much more serious. So you want to avoid them as much as possible. Now it's actually easier to get sick, but it is also easier to cure them, and it's not such a detriment. Slime lung no longer kills you, for example. Slime lung used to kill you. If you didn't get your duplicate better in 3 cycles, this duplicate would die of slime lung. So it's now sicknesses are more prevalent and they're more of a mainstay, and you actually need to handle them. but they are not going to end your colony anymore. Cure the hypothermia in her sleep. And yeah, this is producing a lot of water. That's actually very, very good. We want that. We want that. Okay, let's get this. Let's get this wired up. I want this wired up now, please. And we'll see if the germs get passed over into the clean water. They probably do, because gas kills them, but okay, next is this. And there we go. And we're operational. Yeah, germs get passed on as well. But that doesn't matter for purposes that we have intended for it. That's fine, because you'll be used for flushing and for plants. Ugh, sorry. Thimbleweed seed. So I believe we can actually already do this now, can't we? Hydroponic farm. You finish this now, please. Magnificent! And we're actually making some polluted dirt as well. That's actually good because focus shells need polluted dirt. They're little crab creatures and they make sand. Dirt is more useful though. Okay, so do we have those? Thimbleweed seed. Plant that please. And do it now. Okay, so we can use regular pipes for this because this just needs polluted water and that's it. So we can just use a regular pipe to plumb this up because this will just be polluted water and nothing else. And then this we use for plumbing. And that's gonna be here. The thing is, where am I gonna flush the polluted water to? Actually, I can just put it here. Ah, no. It's not going to go away soon enough. It's gonna create a backlog. Oxalite. Why not? More oxygen. Also, let's plant these things. Copy that as well. Gloria, you now have a point to use up. I'll leave that alone for now because I don't know what you want. Oh, I want you to be. Okay, so that's done. This needs 22 to 37. That's actually good. It's 24.5, so your temperature is fine. But it needs 160 kilograms per cycle. That's a lot of water you need. That's a lot of water. A lot. I'm so happy I used this for this. Oh, thank you, polluted water vent. But I do need to find a proper water vent for the oxygen generation because this won't last and this needs other materials to run. So I don't want to rely on this. This is fine for using the water in the base, but not for oxygen generation. I would like to have a dedicated water source for the oxygen generation so that it doesn't run out. And this cold biome actually goes a lot deeper than I thought, which is good. Which is good. And this is growing, great. I think that actually makes seeds as well as it grows, so it's fine. The other one is here. Is there? The thing is, it's full of polluted oxygen inside. Well, nothing that we can deal with. Just don't like to deal with polluted oxygen that's coming into my base like this. But I want that. I want that. There's also some gold there that I can utilize later on. Yeah, time to clean up the excess water. I didn't decide yet where am I going to plumb up on the excess water actually, because now I have so much polluted water. I don't know what to do with excess polluted water. Should I just circle it back in? It would probably be the best way to do it, since I already have. Hopefully this won't go to the point where it just backs up. I need to use. Well, consider this needs 160 kilograms of water. I think I'm fine. This needs 160 kilograms of water per cycle. That's 10 of these bubbles each cycle. Should be fine. Should be fine. We have some backed up toilets. It's fine, we will be replacing them, but we will be replacing them next stream. It is now 60 cycle, and that's where we will be ending this. Everybody, thank you for joining me today for the very first of the Oni streams. Hope you had fun, and I will see you next week, same time. Have a good one, everyone. Have a good night.